I want to bring in Senator Bernie Sanders, an independent from Vermont who caucuses with the Democrats. Always good to see you, Senator. Good morning.
Good to see you, Chris.
You voted for the change in rules. You also know, because it's been talked about over the last couple of days, Harry Reid once said that the nuclear option was un-American, would destroy the Senate and ruin our country. Tell us why you voted for it.
I voted for it because the Senate, as a result of Republican obstructionism, has become totally dysfunctional. Chris, this country faces a series of problems that are just extraordinary. Unemployment is much too high. Wages are much too low. The gap between the very rich and everybody else is growing wider. There are huge issues that we have got to address, and we're not addressing it. This year, I think history will record that less has been done in the Senate, despite all of our problems, than in the modern history of the United States of America. And what's going on is what the Republicans have done is obstruct. Historically, when the president made a nomination to the judiciary or to the executive branch, there was debate. If the candidate was, terrible or corrupt, it was defeated. But it did not go on and on and on. In the history of the country, there have been 168 filibusters regarding these appointments. Half of them took place during the Obama administration. And the Republicans are not objecting to the qualifications of these appointments. What they are saying is, we don't like the agencies that they had. We don't like the Environmental Protection Agency. Therefore, we're not going to appoint Gina McCarthy.
But even if it has the net effect, Senator, of making sure that these nominations then go through, are you worried about the impact on the other side? Are you worried about the things that have gotten done in the Senate? Look, an immigration bill was passed. 14 Republicans supported it. 10 Republicans supported ENDA, the Farm Bill. 18 Republicans. Is it poisoning the well to the point where, seriously, nothing legislatively gets done that you might have had a hope of doing?
I really don't think so. I think what the American people perceive and why Congress is rated at 10 or 15% is we are not addressing the real problems facing the American people. We should not have to spend months and months trying to get presidential appointees done. We should be dealing with issues like global warming. The scientific community tells us that global warming is the major planetary crisis we face. Do you know how much time we have spent on the floor of the Senate this year debating that issue? Zero. So the point is, it's not just these appointees, it's the amount of time that we have wasted on these appointees and not addressing the real problems facing our people. Can it get worse? To be very honest with you, I really doubt that it can, because the Senate today is dysfunctional. One person can get to the floor of the Senate and say the two magical words, I object. Nothing happens. And that has happened time and time and time again. And in order to respond to the problems facing our people, we have got to move forward.
And just because you're here, we have to ask, are you seriously thinking about running for president in 2016? A lot of liberals who would love you to put your hat in the ring.
Well, this is what I'm serious about. As I've just mentioned, there are enormous problems facing this country. The middle class is disappearing. You have more people living in poverty. Almost all of the new income goes to the top 1%. We're moving toward an oligarchic form of society. These issues have got to be addressed. And it will be a great disservice to the political process of the American people if somebody is not standing up for working class people and the middle class. Am I the only person in this country talking about those issues? Absolutely not. Might there be better people? Yes, there might. But if nobody else is going to talk about these issues,
is it Hillary Clinton you're waiting to see if she runs? Joe Biden? Who are you waiting to see maybe if they run?
It's not the individual, Chris. It is the issues. The collapse of the middle class and growing wealth and income inequality must be discussed. Can other people do it? Absolutely. If nobody else is going to do it, you know what? I would be prepared to do it.
Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it. I want to bring